Oh, what's up, man? What's up, YouTube? Royal Flush, Draco Rex, Asian Gambit in the building. You know what I mean? What's up, Jamal? What's up, Kevin Mack? Welcome back to another round table. Did I say round table? I mean, winning hand. One and the same, really. Just one in hand is by myself. Round table is when I'm around other gaming niggas. But 28th, fucking damn, this is the 28th one I did already. Time flies like a motherfucker, man. But we gonna get into it tonight. I'm not gonna stay on too long because I'm trying to get back on Devil May Cry real quick. um, yeah, man. What's good, Jamal? What's up, Kevin? I appreciate you was hollering at me about that, Kevin, because I totally forgot. I was gonna just keep on running Devil May Cry if you didn't say shit. I had the shit like pulled up and everything. I just didn't run it, you know. But yeah, man. So of course y'all know I'm a big fan of Devil May Cry. I am playing Devil May Cry right now. As you know, I only stopped because gotta do the podcast. But as soon as I'm done with this podcast, which is probably not gonna be long at all, this podcast probably be about an hour or something like that. You know what I mean? Because I'm trying to hop back on Devil May Cry. But playing Devil May Cry, right, and seeing what people are talking about when they are playing Devil May Cry, people love the game, and it's not me being biased. I love the game, but the one thing people are talking about recently is the censorship that's going on in Devil May Cry on PlayStation 4, right? You couldn't see Tiggle Biggs or booty physics, none of that, right? There's a lens glare, it's like a light glare where you can't see shit. And my personal opinion on it, man, I've never played Devil May Cry to see Trish's ass. I mean, she got a nice ass. I ain't gonna front like Trish and Lady. They got physics. You know what I'm saying? But I never played these games to look at those things, right? So it's not like I went into the game like where the titties at. You know what I mean? I didn't think about those kind of stuff when I started the game. But I am not okay with censorship. But that doesn't mean that I have a problem not seeing ass and titties in Devil May Cry. I've never actually seen ass and titties in Devil May Cry before. I mean, it's overtly sexual, some characters in the game. You can't really say Lady and Trish and the demon chick that Trish was like masquerading as. Well, she wasn't a demon, but one of the sort of in the last game in Devil May Cry 4 when Trish was masquerading as one of the chick from there, right? They're overtly over sexualized. Yes, I know that, but and they look good, right? But I've never once wanted to see they lady bits. So I've never really was concerned about that. But the thing with me is I don't like censorship. Period. I just don't like censorship. The, right, Rule 34. Yeah, Gloria. Jesus Christ, Gloria, man. Jesus Christ, right? They super over sexualize. But I'm not really tripping. What's up, Garuda? I mean, I'm not really tripping that I don't see they lady parts, but I am tripping over censorship. The thing with me is I don't like censorship anywhere because censorship, if you censor something, then it leads to censoring other shit if other people are not okay with it. Um, Gloria is Trish in Devil May Cry 4, but what we're talking about is just the censorship of these characters, right? And the problem with the censoring of these games, in my opinion, is where do you draw the line, right? It's an M-rated game. You expect to see those kind of stuff. If you don't, you don't. You know what I mean? Like I was saying, I never cared. I never cared to see old girls bits and pieces. But if I see them, it's cool. But if I don't, it's whatever. The only issue I have is that you're censoring stuff when realistically you don't need to. My biggest problem is why do you need to censor games that are appropriate for the for their rating? If it's an M-rated game, you expect to see some M-rated shit. Now, I mean, of course, you want to like censor shit if it's not an M-rated game. If it's like what are they called? Rated T for teens or less. You know what I mean? Anything T for teen or less, then you should, make sure that's appropriate. But that's all I'm saying. Just make sure it's appropriate. The reason why I'm concerned about that is because if you censor one thing, it's because you feel like it's inappropriate for certain viewers. What is it for? What is going to stop you from censoring other shit that you feel is, not okay for other viewers? Where do you draw the line? Because video games is very violent. All right, it's super violent. It's probably the most violent, like, form of media there is. I mean, movies are like on par, but movies are passive. What's up, Stardust? So me, I don't appreciate the censorship. I don't. I don't appreciate it. It's not that I care to see old girls, take old bigs and nothing. It's not. It's not about that. It's just my concern is where do you draw the line, right? It's an M-rated game. There should be M-rated shit in it. Even though there's never been like nudity, like full on nudity in Devil May Cry games. They have little peekaboo moments, right? Where you might thought you seen some shit, but you didn't really see nothing type of shit, right? And it's there. But I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate the fact that Super Bowl commercial. Right, right, Kevin Mack. I have no idea who you talking about, Garuda. Oh my gun naked next to the pirate ship. I have no idea who the fuck you talking about. But you know what I mean? Like it's just I feel like how about you make shit appropriate for the rating that it's in, right? Like why censor certain shit when it's appropriate for the rating? You know what I mean? It's appropriate for the rating. Like you expect that stuff when you play an M-rated game. And you know what's really crazy about it too? Like the usually Devil May Cry is like over sexualized, right? All the females in it very sexualized, and so is the male. I mean, like which one of us look as good as these motherfuckers as Dante and Nero and them? Like they, I mean, real talk. Like the dude who did the dude who did like motion capture for Leon from Resident Evil 2 is a fucking male model. All right. And I be seeing like females play Resident Evil 2 remake, and they was like, "Damn, look at Leon." The same way I'm like looking at fucking Ada, right? I looked at Ada. I'm like, God damn, look at you in your fucking red fuckum dress, right? And it's cool. It's whatever, right? But in Devil May Cry, when there is nudity in it, it's not like it's even overtly sexualized. It's not really sexualized. It's the one part that I played through, right? I'm on, was it mission 9? I think I'm on mission 9. Whatever mission it is where you first start playing as Dante. Whatever mission that is. It's either 9 or 10, one of these missions, right? I'm on 9, 10 right now ish. And so really the only time that I've seen thus far is that part where not Virgil, Nero saves lady, right? And and she's completely naked there, and then she was talking to Nico, and she took her towel off and she was naked there, right? Saku. I mean, do what you do. What's up? And don't call me Danny. Appreciate you coming back. But you feel me? Like I don't. Yeah, that bright light that's on old girl's ass, right? From what I understand, that's only on the PlayStation version. It's not on all versions. It's just the PlayStation version is censored. And I don't really care, to be honest. You know what I mean? I don't really care to see her ass like that, but it is weird to me that it is censored. Because why censor an M-rated game? It's rated M. It's rated M. Like you don't censor. I mean, what's next? You don't censor out certain violence. Like there's some games that violent as fuck. Cause like I mean, Mortal Kombat, of course, is the king, right? They was the motherfucker who invented the fucking too far. You know what I'm saying? All right, it's too far. We gotta have ratings for this shit, right? Because back in the day, games are just for kids. Any kid can play a game. Any game can be played by kids, right? Vice versa. Any kid can play a game. Any game can be played by kids. Until Mortal Kombat, and they were like, "Fuck, we gotta have some kind of rules to this shit. We can't just have kids watching motherfuckers rip off each other's heads and piss on it and shit." You know, watch have a kid watch a fucking play a game where you rip someone's head off and piss on their motherfucking face. Like that might be a bit too much. Might be a bit too much. So they came up with ratings to further tell a parent, look, man, if your kid play this game, either he gonna see somebody get split in half, or he gonna see some physics, Some- and you should know better to either let your kids play this or not. You know. But now it's to the point where it's rated a certain way, and you still fucking um, censor the shit. Fucking R. Kelly. Hey, them R. Kelly memes are fucking incredible, though. I'm not gonna front. Them R. Kelly memes are something else, boy. Right? Right, Garuda? So that's all I'm saying about this whole gaming censorship thing. It's very odd. It's very odd, man. Like I don't. It doesn't bother me at all because I didn't even realize it when I was playing Devil May Cry. Like before people bringing it up, like when I was just playing, I was like, when that light glare happened, I'm like, oh, cool. And really, to be honest with you, like really, I have so much respect for Lady. I don't even want to see her ass. She's like one of my favorite like female characters in a game. She was dope in Devil May Cry 3, man. They made her like super skanky in Devil May Cry 4, but like she was dope in 4, man. I appreciate her fucking story in it. Her struggles in 3 was dope. Like, it's like, shit. I mean, from what I played, he is fighting for his motherfucking life out here. Origin is killing him with this shit, man. Right? If only R. Kelly get like royalties for fucking those memes, man, he would still be balling. But that's all I want. That's all I'm thinking when I'm thinking gaming censorship. I don't like it. I'd rather you make games that are appropriate for the ratings. Right? I've never went into playing a game to like where the titties at. You know what I mean? I've never done that. That's why I haven't played DOA because I feel like that's what DOA is. It's just, titty physics fighting each other. It's what DOA is. And I've never went into a game just looking for titty physics. It's nice that it's there. I'm a dude. I got a dick. You know what I mean? This way it is. But I don't go in looking for it. And it doesn't bother me that lady's ass was fucking censored with a light beam. You know what I mean? But it does bother me that there's censorship at all. Because what's next? You know, nudity might be too much for some people. Violence might be too much for some other people. And I'm not saying that's going to happen because you take violence away from video games, you really hurt the genre. You're not going to do that to video games. But where is it going to end? Like, what else can they and will they fucking censor? And is it necessary? I mean, censoring an M-rated game is like censoring porno. In a way, it is. It's rated M. It's for adult only. It's the most like I mean, you stuck an M on a game, you should already know what that game entails. I don't get bothered by not seeing stuff because shit, if I really want to see that stuff, there's Pornhub, there's Twitter and fucking IG. It's my DMs. You know what I'm saying? There's fucking Pornhub, IG, fucking Twitter, my own DMs that I go into and shit. Like what the fuck? I don't go into a game looking at expecting to see that kind of stuff. But I figured why would you censor something that doesn't need to be censored? I haven't played Odyssey either. Word, you see dicks everywhere. From what I understand, maybe PlayStation is sharing a lot of sentimentality as Westerners, because now their main office is now in America, in California, right? But I don't know if that's what it really is. I'm not really sure why they censor it. I haven't really even seen titty physics in Metro like that. I haven't even gotten that far in Metro. I'm still like in the beginning portion. There's just so many games, man. But all I want to say is I don't care that it was censored. I am concerned though that there are censorship in M-rated games. It just makes no sense. I don't know what else they're gonna censor if they feel like certain things are, inappropriate for certain people. They'll start like censoring it. I'm a grown man. I can see some ass and titties. You know what I mean? I don't care to see like that's not why I play video games, but it's not gonna fuck me up seeing some ass and titties. If you censor that, it's whatever. I mean, I'm not really tripping because I if I want to see some ass and titties, it's real life, it's porn, there's what I'm saying, all kinds of shit I could see some ass and titties at. I'm not really tripping. I'm just tripping that you are censoring shit, which means there's probabilities that you will censor other shit that might offend other people, right? Or like religious symbolism or some shit, they might censor that shit because it might fuck with some people's head and not others. Um, you know, might tone down some violence, all kinds of shit. Y'all remember Mortal Kombat? Y'all remember when they made blood green? I mean, racist. How the fuck are they racist? I'm not saying like who's saying they racist? That's crazy. Yeah, I mean, there has been some censorship, and I mean, like I said, man, like I said, I don't care that they censored certain things that I don't care to see. You know what I mean? Like I don't need to see ladies' ass or Trish's titties. All right, I don't need to see them. But if you go out your way to censor shit to make some people feel better or whatever the case may be, it's a slippery slope to censoring other shit for no goddamn reason. That's all I'm saying. You know. I hope that it's just one of those things where they feel like this might be a bit much. It might be a bit much. And to be quite frank with you, you know why I think PlayStation did it? Like PlayStation made that choice and not a lot of other people did. I think, to be honest with you, a lot of people stream from PlayStation. And yes, they might be streaming an M-rated game, and their audience should be grown ass motherfuckers, but that's not usually the case. A lot of time, a motherfucker like some of these people who play games online on YouTube's. I guess I'm one of them now because I'm streaming Devil May Cry 5 too. But I'm talking about motherfuckers who that's all their channels built on. It's just them doing playing walkthroughs and let's plays and shit. You know what I mean? Some of the famous dudes that do that or girls that do that are like have a large audience of children. Like a lot of them have children that watch them, and so when they play Devil May Cry, that means children will watch them too. So children will watch them play an M-rated game and see some M-rated shit. I'm thinking that's what their mentality is because PlayStation is the only console that has a fucking button for you to share on YouTube. I mean, that's how I use PlayStation to share my shit on YouTube. That's how y'all was watching me play Devil May Cry earlier, so anyone could see it. You imagine? I mean, I only have like 178, 79 subs, right? So only a few people watch me play at a time. But if you can imagine, motherfuckers with like thousands of subs, like hundreds of thousands of subs. A lot of them are children. So a lot of them will see them play these games and see, you know, ladies bits and pieces. So maybe that's why they don't feel comfortable doing that, and that's might be why they censor the shit. I think that's where it is. But like I said, man, it's a fucking slippery slope. It's a slippery slope. You don't wanna just censor shit just to censor shit. There should be shit that's in place. It's already an M-rated game. And real talk, those people who stream those games should have mentioned that shit. Hey, it's an M-rated game. If you're, certain age, don't fucking watch it. Whatever, whatever. Even though the kids probably gonna watch it anyways. Kids watch more porn nowadays than fucking I did what my whole teenage years because internet wasn't around yet. You know what I mean? I don't think they really trip. But that's like the sentimentality that PlayStation has. Is man, like our games, like games that are played on our fucking console get broadcast to so many different areas. Like all people have to do is click a fucking share button and they send it to multiple locations. You know, and I'm thinking that's where it's from. I think that's why they censored it. That's just me like speculating. I don't know why for sure, but I don't appreciate it. I don't care that I don't, see a digitalized booty, you know what I'm saying, and titties. I don't really care about that. What I do care about is censorship. I never like censorship in anything. Anything like is the only time censorship is okay is when it's appropriate. Like, you don't want to show like people fucking in the middle of the day at 3 p.m. with kids is up watching TV and shit. That might be a bit much, you know? But if it's appropriate for the fucking rating, I don't see a problem in it. And they shouldn't take it away. I don't follow that piece of gate shit. I don't really follow that shit. I don't really know. Venus de Milo, that's art. But at the same time, you can't tell me porn ain't art either. Nah, I mean. Well, that's all I'm saying about censorship, man. Censorship is not that it's terrible. It just needs to be appropriate for what's going on. If you're gonna censor Devil May Cry, then censor Devil May Cry. If you feel like the sentimental and the the environment isn't conducive of you, showing ass and titties and shit. And to be honest with you, it does feel awkward to even see ladies in Trish's ass. It does. I actually like these game characters. I don't even want to see they like them like that. But it is what it is. You know what I mean? Like it doesn't affect me any at all as a Devil May Cry fan. Like I still love the game like completely. The censorship doesn't do a damn thing. It's just I'm just concerned that what else can you censor and what else will you censor? Over sexualized stuff. That's obvious now. They censor that shit. Are they gonna also? Are they also gonna censor other shit that's that may be too much shit for some people? That's all I'm concerned about. I don't give a fuck about digital ass. You know what I mean? But on to some more upbeat talk. Gaming in 2019, man. The first 2 months kind of slow. Did y'all like a lot of shit that came out in the first 2 months? I like Metro. I do like Metro. Metro is a slow burn though. It takes a while. And Resident Evil. Was there anything else that's good in the first 2 months of 2019? Did y'all like anything besides Metro and Resident Evil 2 in the first 2 months? Is there anything else y'all liked? That's all I liked in the first 2 months. Well, Anthem, but Anthem is fucking around. Like I like Anthem, I do. Like I don't give a fuck what people say about it. I like the game. I like playing it myself. I wouldn't tell other people to play it if they don't wanna, but I do. Unfortunately, that whole brick and PlayStation shit makes me kind of nervous. I'm not a an expert on hardware and software. I'm better at software than hardware, but I didn't know that certain software can fuck up hardware like that, can fuck up your system like that. You know what I mean? And don't want to risk that. That's all I'm saying. I don't want to risk that. I don't want to fuck around and have a game brick my shit. Was it a lie? you know what I mean? I don't really know if it's a lie or not. It's just like I said, I'm no expert, and when I hear some shit like that, I'm like, I better be safe than sorry. You know, I'm pretty sure there's issue. It's probably didn't break your system, but it probably like caused a lot of shit. Yeah, Kingdom Hearts 3. I didn't follow the Kingdom Hearts series that tight, so I'm not one to speak about it. You know what I mean? From what I understand, though, they say this recent one is super easy. Even Devil May Cry, like low key, I feel like it's a little bit easier than it used to be. I don't know if that's true or not. I've died a couple of times, but it's not like as much as I used to. Yeah, Kevin Mack. That's what I'm saying. I like Anthem, but BioWare is not making it easy for me to like it. Like it's almost like they're doing their damnness to make it hard for you to like that motherfucking game. But right now, man, Devil May Cry, and so I'm loving it. The thing is, this is my biased opinion, of course, but game of the year so far from what I played, game of the year. I actually a Devil May Cry with like a really deep story. Ain't that some shit? Ain't that some shit? Because the stories in Devil May Cry are usually like very fillery. Like they're not very heavy or nothing. They're just a means to an end to move you along to the next area for you to fight some more shit. You know? I mean, shit. Sekiro's about to be out here in 3 weeks, man. What do you mean, Last of Us 2? That could change everything. I don't even know. And here's a maybe it's gonna be unpopular opinion, but I said this the other day. People like OBJ and them thought I was out of my damn mind when I was like, bruh, Devil May Cry 5 has better like gaming mechanics, like battle mechanics. It's more fun to play than God of War. And maybe that's of course my biased opinion, but I'm just keeping it real. Like I like the way you play in Devil May Cry more than you do in God of War. Or of course, there are different types of action games. The actions that you pull off is very different in these two different types of game. But of course, God of War was practically a God of War, a Devil May Cry clone when they first came out. Even though they divert into a whole nother direction, but it's still the same shit. It's still motherfucking, you know, still motherfucking Devil, like God of War. All I'm saying is, I think Devil May Cry is more fun to play. The story is not as good as God of War. It doesn't look as good, even though it looks amazing. Devil May Cry looks amazing. That RE engine is fucking nuts, you know. But I don't think it looks better. God of War still looks better. Still has a better narrative, a better flow, better story. Um, Even better characters. I think there's a way more character development and all that other shit. I'm just saying, Devil May Cry 5 is more fun to play. The battle mechanics is just more fun, you know, and that's just what I'm saying. So Sekiro is probably gonna be like God of War type of gaming style, except on crack. You know what I mean? Like on a whole nother level, parries and all kinds of shit. So that might be my game of the year right there when I'm start playing it. As of right now, though, DMC5 is for sure got a game of the year. People in politics use religion for as a means, a means of gains, bruh. The amount of like politician and religion in America is very intertwined in this country. You have to say that you're a Christian in this country to even run for office. I'm just saying. I'm not hating on, look, if you're religious, you're religious. If you're not, you're not. I don't really care what your personal, like, do you, you know what I mean? Do you, but you can't deny that the the religious atmosphere in America has a lot to like tied in with the fucking government. Obama, right? he has to like say that he was a born again Christian to become a fucking president. On my mama, bro. I bet you at least for the next few decades, there's no way you would have a motherfucking president that came out and say he's an atheist. Like I don't believe in shit. You know what I mean? What's up, bro? What's up, Ian? You know, feel me? See, like, I mean, and I don't care. Like, I don't even care how good this motherfucker is. Like, he could be perfect. He could run the military like a military genius. He could fucking fix the budget, take our fucking national debt down to like damn near half the amount that we owe right now and shit. And people would not vote for this motherfucker because he's not a Christian. That's what's up in this country. You can't even run if you're not a Christian. Let alone an atheist. You know what I mean? Let alone an atheist. You not only do you have to be religious, you have to be a sect of Christianity to fuck with it. You can't just be like, oh, I'm atheist. I don't believe in none of that shit. That's crazy, future. That's crazy. All right, you know what? Fuck 2019 gaming. That actually just gave me a better topic to talk about. It has to do with 2019 gaming too, but realistically, this is how I feel about gaming, right? I don't support any company. I don't support or down any company. Y'all ever hear people say that? YouTubers and other people, y'all make sure y'all go out and support this company because yada yada yada. No, fuck that. I don't support no company. Even companies that I love. Capcom. Love Capcom. I mean, it's crazy. Two of their games this year is the only two games that's holding my attention for real. I'm back and forth between DMC and fucking Resident Evil. Ain't that some shit? But I don't support they ass. They better make something that I want to play. You know what I support as a gamer? My own gaming habit. I don't even care. Like, I don't even care how evil EA, you know what I mean, Activision, all these companies are. If they make a good game, I will buy it because I don't know them. I don't know them. I don't have personal relationship with EA, Activision, and all these motherfuckers. They're just a company that produce products, and I happen to like some of them. And that's what it is. If they make something I like, guess what? I'm copping it. And that reflects on 2019. That's how I feel like all gamers should be. I don't know why motherfuckers talking about Xbox gamers don't support Xbox games. Maybe because it's trash. That's why they didn't support it. That's why they didn't go out and buy it. You know what I mean? And they didn't go out and buy it because it sucks. It's shitty. It's a shitty ass game. They don't want to play it, so they didn't buy it. What does that have to do with supporting Xbox? You know what I mean? Same way with PlayStation. If there's a PlayStation game that's out there that I don't like it. So I'm not gonna buy it. I'm not gonna support something and I have nothing to gain for it. I support my own gaming habit. I buy the shit and I play the shit. If I buy a game and it turns out to be a shit game, then I fucked up. I should have known myself better. You know what I mean? I should know myself better as a gamer that I probably won't like this game, but I tried it out and I didn't like it. At least now I know I didn't like it. You know what I mean? But it is what it is, and I can't do nothing about that. That's the way life works. You know what I mean? So I don't like that at all. I don't even understand. I'm not gonna buy Sekiro because Activision is the publisher. That's fucking insane. Do you know how many games Activision has published that's dope? You know what I mean? It's dope. Like I'm not gonna like pretend like some of the games they publish isn't good. You talk all that shit about Activision. You know who fucking published Tenchu? Do you? I mean, it's from software, but you know how like how often the other motherfuckers had a hand in it. You know, Activision had a hand in Tenchu too, right? Are we not gonna fucking are we gonna pretend like that's not real? I don't think people get fucked over like because of like weird ass narratives. You know what I mean? No, 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 no. I don't believe in that. If you buy a game, right? that you know you probably won't like, then you fucked up. You knew you wouldn't like it, you know. But the thing is, a lot of times it could be games that you don't know whether you like or not, and you just copped it just to see what happens. You support your own gaming habits. You know what I mean? Like I'm not gonna support Sony or Microsoft or Activision or Bethesda or fucking Capcom. And I mean, I grew up. My two favorite companies in the world growing up when it comes to gaming is Capcom and Konami. And look at them now. Capcom was damn near, bro. Capcom was damn near about to get my boot, and they came back like a motherfucker. Ever since Resident Evil 7, they came back, right? And they're far from perfect. You know what I mean? They're not perfect. They fuck up all the time. I like their shit, man. I like their fighting games. I like their action games. You know what I mean? I like their horror games. I like a lot of Capcom shit. And it's not me supporting them. It's just them making good shit for me to play. So I just buy the shit. What up, Spartan? I mean, like I don't buy the shit to support any company. That's just silly. I buy the shit because I'm a gamer, so I support my gaming habit. I buy the shit and play it. And if it's good, I'll buy the second iteration. If it's not good, then I'm fucking leaving the shit alone. Like who fucking buy a game, go out there, buy a game, come home, play it, not because they wanted to play it, but they want to support the company who made that game. That's odd, right? I mean, I know we're in this weird world where, dudes say, I don't give a fuck, I'm still a fan of whatever, whatever. I'm like, I'm a fan of these companies because they make shit that I like. If you stop doing the shit that I like, I'm not gonna buy your shit anymore. I don't care how long of a history I have with your products. You know what I mean? I don't care how long I have. I don't know, D. You might have to be. What's up, Brett, man? You might have to. I can't co-sign that with you, bro. I can't. Man, y'all always be going in on each other. I'll let y'all do y'all, man. No, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. The you, I can't co-sign that one. I mean, I've seen women so sexy I want to make them pregnant. I ain't never had blood wave GM. What the fuck is that, bro? Y'all wild as hell, man. Y'all figure that shit out amongst yourselves. I ain't dealing with none of that bullshit right now, man. I ain't dealing with none of that bullshit. But you know what I mean? As far as gaming in 2019, there's a lot of things I'm looking forward to. A lot of things I'm looking forward to. Fucking Sekiro, here's gonna be here in a couple weeks. Fucking Days Gone. I'm thinking I'm really thinking that fucking either both or one of these games, The Last of Us or Sekiro. Well, not Sekiro, god damn it. How the fuck that oh, Ghost, right? Uh The Last of Us and Ghost. You know what, Future? As much as As much as Sick been talking about Rage 2, I slept on the first Rage, man. But I from what I've seen as far as the previews and trailers and shit for Rage 2, it looks dope. It looks real dope, actually. It looks like Bulletstorm, except even better, you know. But I slept on the first one, man. I didn't even know. I didn't even know about fucking Rage like that. So I kind of slept on the first one. But I'll probably check out that the second one. You know, I'll definitely check it out. It looks fun. It looks like again, Bulletstorm, except with better physics. I don't even think I'm gonna play it on human mode because Devil Hunter mode is already easy enough, man. Human mode would just be boring. But yeah, man, I can't wait for Son of Sparta. Dante Must Die. It's Vietnamese is a lot like Cantonese Chinese, man, because there's a lot of different Chinese dialect, but Vietnamese is very much like Cantonese. It sounds like very much alike. You play all the modes, man. I don't know, man. I can't run through like the easier modes because it gets boring because the enemies doesn't even attack you and shit. You know. But yeah, man, there's a lot of games this year. Either Ghost or The Last of Us is gonna be out. I wouldn't mind if Ghost doesn't come out until next year. To be real with you, I don't because there's a lot of games, man. And maybe they could hold Ghost off because Sekiro's coming out, and they're not similar in gameplay, but they are similar in themes. You know, lone samurai warrior type of dude. You still on that, Jamal? I need to get to that motherfucker to find out what the fuck you talking about. And I'm gonna see if he's harder in Dante Must Die mode too. I always had this podcast, man. It's like my 28th one. Well, actually, no. Realistically, this is probably my 30th one because I didn't count like my first two. I think I didn't even number them. So, well, yeah, I'm a little confused on that. But it's like the 28th, 29th one. I'm done. You can. I don't recommend it, D. You can, but I don't recommend it. No, you. I mean, don't give them chocolate either. They'll kill them. I'm sure y'all probably know that already. Don't give dog chocolate. It'll fuck them up. No, it fucks up their intestines real bad though. I didn't even know there's a fucking inside Xbox on Tuesday. I haven't played Xbox this whole generation, man. I didn't even buy one this gen. I had a 360 and I never went to the one. But 19 is hype as fuck. There's just so much shit for 19 that I'm down for. I'm down for at least $400 more worth of games that's coming out. I'm thinking of games in dollar amount, not even like the amount of games no more. It's probably about $400-500 worth of gaming that I'm still hyped on. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, but there's just so many games that are coming out. and they're so good too, man. Like I really feel like we have barely scratched the surface of gaming now that I look back, because DMC5, man, just all the animations, all the way it looks, the way it play. Like DMC5 and playing it is what I dreamt of when I was a kid playing DMC1. I'm like, man, wouldn't it be cool if it was like way more realistic and you could see all this shit and all, you know what I mean? Oh, I'm pretty sure Sin City. I'm pretty sure DMC5 will have like a Virgil DLC and a Trish and Lady DLC. I'm almost 100% sure that that's gonna happen because it's Capcom. I mean, it's not hard to top 2018 though, D. Inside that box. And it really is the sad addition. You can't say SADE because the E stands for additions. You know what I mean? You can't say addition. That's redundant. So it's the sad addition. You know, what I mean? Capcom. I'm sure he'll be a playable character. He's too much of a fan favorite. He's my favorite character. I want to play as Virgil. And yes, I have been spoiled that Virgil is in the game. I don't know what capacity. I don't know if he's a major portion of the plot or that. I don't know none of that stuff, but I know he's in the game. I've seen picture reveals of him and shit. When he's standing there, and, like you can see his back and like the back of his head and shit. And I'm waiting for I don't know if it's already out yet, but the tower, because I'm garbage at V gameplay, man. I'm not good with V at all. So hopefully Bloody Palace will, help me get good with V because I'm fucking garbage with him. I like their design, man. They look realistic. It takes a second to get used to at first, but I like it. I like the way they look. I like the animations. The only thing that I had to get used to was the fact that the characters move a little bit slower, and it's not really slower. It's just there's just more animations. So the button inputs to character movements are a little bit off because of that. But once you get used to that, it's actually pretty good. I still need to get good at the game. I'm still like halfway through the game. You know, I don't know. Is he? I'm confused, man. Like, cause the dialogue between V and all these other characters, it makes me almost feel like he's like Virgil reborn. Like I'm thinking he's like somehow like Virgil reborn because he would. What's I mean, it's a long ass time between Devil May Cry 1 and Devil May Cry 5, right? Because 1 is where Virgil died, supposedly. So, but he did say he was only 2 days old. I don't know, man. I'll see. I'm thinking V is Virgil. I didn't want him to be because V looks kind of goofy. You know what I mean? I don't remember Virgil being all tatted up, but if he, if he was reborn, maybe he was like, fuck it. But I don't know. We'll see what happens. But if he's the main, I mean, I think I'll make him like the main boss again. I wouldn't mind at all because I love fighting Virgil. Fighting Virgil's the shit in DMC 3. PS5 rumors. I mean, look, I've been saying that 2020 is when it's coming out. I still feel that way. I'm sticking to that shit. Damn, it's almost an hour already. All right, so last topic, man. I gotta hop back on Devil May Cry and shit. If y'all want to watch me play and shit, you know what I'm saying, you can. After I finish this fucking podcast, probably like 10, 15 minutes after that, I'm gonna hop back on Devil May Cry, and probably gonna finish it tonight, man. I'm thinking I want to finish it tonight. I don't know if I can or not. I don't know if I have enough time to do so, but I really want to finish it tonight. That way, I can actually. Oh, word. Yes, V. But yeah, man. So last thing I want to talk about is this play anywhere and remote play, right? Why did it says remotely? Anyway, so so play anywhere. That's fucking different than play remotely. I'm sure we all know this. You know what I'm saying? I'm sure we all know this. But the reason why I want to talk about this shit is because it's very interesting to me. I don't care to use either feature because I don't play remotely. When I'm out, I have shit to do. I don't maybe because I'm one of those people where I'm like there's a time and place for everything, and I have a ritual to almost everything that I do. You know, like when I play video games, I know I'm gonna be sitting down in a location, I'm gonna be comfortable, I'm gonna be playing something, and it's gonna take me out of the reality that I'm in, the reality where I have bills to pay. Old girl always be talking shit. You know what I'm saying? Like just shit, just life shit in general. So when I'm in my game room, I can just zone out and play this game for enjoyment for a couple hours before reality slap me in the face again. I have to go do some, real life shit again, right? So when I play video games, that's the first thing I think of is think of sitting down, going through like this, you know, food and drinks and whatever and play games, right? So I don't play on the go because when I'm on the go, I have shit to do. And I guess the only time that I would have the time to play video games when I'm not at home is when I'm at work, when there's like downtime at work. But that's not an environment that's very like in my opinion anyway. That's not an environment that's very conducive for me to enjoy gaming. You know what I mean? I'm over here playing games for like 30 some odd minutes and some shit come up at work that I gotta go take care of. And then I gotta put the game on hold and then go take care of this shit and come back to my desk and play games again and shit. Like it's just I don't, you know. And the state I live in is not highly populated. We of course we have public transportation, but it's not like New York or you know Chicago or cities where you take public transportation, like you take a bus or a train or something to work to go places here and there. You know what I mean? Everywhere I go, I drive. Everywhere I go, I drive. So I can't be playing video games. You know what I mean? While I'm driving and shit. And once I get there, I have shit to do. I only game usually when I have the time to at home. You know, that's how I did it. That's just how I've been since I was a kid. I mean, when I was a kid, I had a Game Boy and stuff like that. But when I was playing my Game Boy, I was sitting still somewhere. you know, I was sitting still somewhere playing on a Game Boy, and then frantically run around my house look for batteries. That's how it was with me. Like I don't really take the Game Boy to school and shit. You know what I mean? So I don't know, man. The thing with remote play and play anywhere, I guess it's nice, but don't y'all have shit to do in regular life, man? To be playing video games all the fucking damn where? Like, don't you? You know, I'm not even talking about the whole Xbox fanboy shit and you know talking out of they fucking ass like they don't fucking understand remote play and play anywhere is two very different things. Like you can't compare the shit. And Sony had it since like 2006 or 2007 or some shit like that. I'm not here to talk about that. I'm just talking about just remote play and play anywhere in general. Like I know like we live in the 21st century where people just want everything to be accessible, you know? Like want it to be everywhere and easy to access and all that stuff and give people the opportunity to play games. Look, everyone has the opportunity to play games. They just need to buy a fucking system or a PC and they can play that shit. You know? That's just the way I feel about it, man. Like play anywhere. You think that's just revolutionizing some shit. The fuck that you revolutionize? You're still playing the shitty ass games that you have. Work on the like that's all I'm saying. Like instead of this nonsense, can you work on the games? You notice how people who's pushing game everywhere and all this kind of shit has really shitty games. Like their games are shitty. Like no one likes playing them in the first place. You need to like to play the game in the first place to want to play mobilely. You know, you have to like want to play them first. And just because you make your stuff available to more places, more people, all that shit, doesn't mean that them motherfuckers are gonna to accept it. That doesn't mean those people are gonna buy it. Just because you make shit available to me doesn't mean I'm gonna cop it. You feel me? Like it doesn't mean I'm gonna cop the shit just because you make it available to me. It makes no sense. I don't get that shit at all, you know. I'm not gonna cop some shit just because you told me to. I'm not doing that. I'm a cop because I like it, not because I have the opportunity to do so. And that's probably why the streaming service is so important now. You gotta stream shit. You gotta stream everything because I don't have to buy it. So it sucks. I know, but you don't have to buy it. Just it's on Game Pass. But it's on Game Pass, right? Some shit like that. Like you don't have to take ownership of it. We know it's not good. So it's on Game Pass. You don't have to take ownership of it. Just play it. Just pay a service based fucking format to play shit you barely care for. Hey, I mean, I'm not saying remote play doesn't work for anybody. I'm pretty sure a lot of people can make good use of it if their life, if it's worthwhile to their lifestyle. It's just all I'm saying is it doesn't work. It's not worthwhile to my lifestyle. When I'm outside my house, I'm doing all kinds of shit, and gaming is not one of them. But that's why like a lot of times I'll be at work like, God damn, I just want to go home and play this motherfucking game. And even if I have the opportunity to play it at work on my phone or something, I'm still not gonna do it because it's not the best experience. And people are like, well, if you want the best experience, why don't you get a PC? So look, what I mean by the best experience is that's not gaming. That's not how I would enjoy gaming. To be like sitting at work playing, looking up just to see if I need to take care of some shit or not, or am I still good for another 10 minutes of gaming, I don't like that shit. I want to sit at home where I'm comfortable and enjoy the shit. But if it works out for people lifestyle, then it works out for them. I just don't see how that would matter enough if those games that they play remotely sucks, you know? Or play anywhere or play remotely. If those games sucks in the first place, like I was saying, play anywhere. Just because this shit is available anywhere doesn't mean I'm a cop it. A used fucking Ford Focus is available everywhere. Not gonna cop it. Or a Dodge Neon. I'm just saying, because I could spend the same money on a Nissan 240. I spend the same amount of money. Well, a little bit more on a 240, or like a throwback Civic or something, right? Just because it's available to me doesn't mean I want to buy it. What if it sucks? And shitty shit's usually available for everybody. Matter of fact, The better the shit, the more exclusive it becomes. Dodge Dart, yeah, goddamn, fuck all that. Fuck all that. You know what I mean? With the same amount of money that you would spend buying a used Ford Focus, you would spend roughly about the same if you buy a used Honda Civic. And I'm not saying this because I'm Asian. I'm just saying Honda Civics are better cars. I'm not Japanese, you know. They make them. It's not like I give a fuck. They're just better cars. They're better made. They look better. They perform better. They last longer. It's almost sound like I'm describing, like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, if you're gonna buy like a sedan, right? Are you gonna buy a Ford Fusion or you gonna buy a Camry? I'm just saying, are you gonna buy a Toyota Camry? They're just not. They're like really low frills vehicle. They're not fun cars at all to drive or anything like that. But if you're looking for a family sedan, you know what I'm saying? If you're looking for a family sedan, you would get a Camry over a Fusion. You know, like Ford aren't even making cars no more. The cars was available to everybody. How come people didn't cop them? You know, like starting in 2019, Fords aren't gonna make cars. They're only gonna make SUVs and trucks or like SUV like vehicles, like crossover vehicles and that type of shit. Because no one buy their cars. It's available to anyone in America, right? How come people don't just don't buy them? Chevy's actually doing pretty well, man. No, Chevy's still making cars. And it's really odd about like, it's really odd about how people like treat things because Honda's a lot of car companies in Japan used to make war parts for Japan, and a lot of German companies, car companies, used to make shit for Germany for the war. BMW, Mercedes, all of them. But it's a different time now, right? But you gotta admit, them motherfuckers are good at what they do, boy. Yeah, the axis of evil, their power, their technology is amazing. The original axis of evil, man, their technology is off the hook. I mean, where do you think the most brilliant scientists in America came from? It came from those people. Albert Einstein is a German fucking scientist that took haven in America. He's not an American scientist. So yeah. But damn, I went into World War II and history and shit just to talk about video games. Ain't that some shit? Just to talk about play anywhere and remote play. Like right. So the difference between it play anywhere and remote play is play anywhere makes your shit available on everything. It took away the necessity of a console. You can just play it on anything. You can just stream it on any device. Play remotely means you would still need a product, a central hub, your own central hub, and you could play remotely from that. Remote means far, far away. That's what remote means. That's why you have a remote controller. It controls shit from far away. So you can't play some shit far away if you don't have a central point to call far away. You're far away from your PlayStation 4 at home. So you're playing remotely. If you don't need the PlayStation, it won't be remote because there's no distance between your device and the fucking PlayStation at home. Does that make any sense? I'm sure that makes sense. I'm sure motherfuckers get it. I don't know why random motherfuckers act like they don't, but you know damn well you understand that shit. Stop. You know what I'm saying? I'm not talking about it to motherfuckers in the chat. I'm talking about these motherfuckers, right? I'm talking about the motherfuckers who are like, oh, so y'all was talking all this shit about how like the difference is fucking PlayStation is still a needed platform for you to play remote from it. You still need to have something at a central base for you to play far away from. When you play anywhere, you can be anywhere. You're not tied to nothing. Is Germany the richest country in Europe? I don't know enough about European economy to make statements on it. You might be right. I don't really know if that's right or not. Yeah, remote detonators, man. Like I don't know why people don't understand such. I'm sure they do. I'm sure they understand the concept behind it. They're just tripping, acting like they don't. You know what I mean? And play anywhere will definitely lower the fucking purpose of an Xbox. Why would you need an Xbox? You can play anywhere. You still need a PlayStation to play remotely from it. You know what I mean? Yeah, Russia can't be the richest country in Europe. I don't think so. I don't think they have enough exports to do that. Oh, you're Swedish? I work with a Swedish dude, man. His name is Emmanuel. My mother told me that Swedish people don't have last name. Their last name is wherever their dad's first name, and they add the word son to it. And I thought that's kind of dope. Germany today is very different than the Germany from fucking World War II, man. That's the first thing people think of, you know? I see. That's probably true, Kevin Mack. But yeah, man, it's been about an hour. I really don't have much else to talk about. I want to hop back on Devil May Cry. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and end it here, man. I appreciate y'all coming through. Royal Flush, Draco Rex, Asian Gambit. Like, comment, subscribe. You know what I mean? And I'll be back here in about 10 minutes to fucking run Devil May Cry again because I want to finish it so I can actually play a harder mode because this mode is not doing it for me. I wanna play a little bit more difficult of a game than this. Not that it's not that it's not hard like, at all. It just feels easier than the previous Devil May Cry. You know what I mean? Damn, Lev, you been here the whole time, bro? Have you been here this whole time? I don't see you say nothing. I appreciate it, man. Yeah, I'll be playing Devil May Cry. I gotta make sure I get good with V, man. Garuda, that's not a stereotype. That's true. Them motherfuckers are good looking. Male and female. No homo. You feel me? No homo. I'm just saying Swedish people are just Scandinavians in general. People from that area of the world, man. Fucking Vikings, dude. Which, makes sense. Vikings, kill off all the weak people, keep all the strongest genes and all this other shit. You know what I mean? Keep all the strongest genes and shit. They bad as fuck. Like and it's shitty for me because your average woman in Sweden is like 5'8". You feel me? And I'm like 5'6". You know what I'm saying? I'm like 5'6". I can't just stroll up on a bitch from Sweden like that. You gotta make sure she's sitting down and I'm sitting down. You know what I'm saying? I'm telling you, bro. Like, you know what I'm saying? Not hot like I want to smash, but it's hot like I wish I got abs like that. Cause I wish I got jaw lines like that. God damn. You know, I wish I got a jawline like that. God damn. These motherfuckers here. 5'6" and two pair of Jordans. Hey, struggle being a little nigga is real, man. Like I'm not a real big dude, right? I'm only 5'6". I'm not little. I'm not like 5'2" or 5'3" and shit. But you know what I'm saying? Like 5'6" is still pretty small. Like your average dude is like 5'9", 5'10" or some shit like that, right? That's cool, man. You gotta fit in where you get in where you fit in and shit. I guess I've smashed females taller than me, man. It's not really anything crazy, but it's just I ain't gonna front. That's that moment of hesitation before you like try to like roll up on it with your game and shit. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, Jemima, word. I really don't even want to be that tall. If I could, like if I had like a genie or some shit, I wouldn't even be want to be 5'1", 6'1", man. I would want to be like around 5'8", 5'9". That's where I want to be. I don't want to be too tall and shit. It's not conducive to my lifestyle. Sexy android chick. Y'all some tall ass motherfuckers, man. What up, the messy? I ball. I'm just not that tall. All right. All right, Jeremiah, relax. Yeah, ain't no too short in this bitch. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no too short in this bitch. Yeah, I ball. I'm just not very tall. You know what I'm saying? Can't dunk. Ali, but you know what I'm saying? But the jumper game is off the hook. That's what every little motherfucker say. I can't dunk, but my jumper's off the chain though. Yeah. Have you seen my layups, nigga? Have you seen my layups? But all right, man. I'll see y'all in a little bit. If y'all want to come through and watch me play a little bit more Devil May Cry, but let me run, take care of some shit. I'll probably be back in about 10 minutes or so. I'll hop on Devil May Cry again. But I appreciate y'all coming through, man. Once again, do another mini outros, roll flush, Draco Rex, Asian Gambit. I'll see y'all later, man.